Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Prabhasan from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, studying in 3rd SEM CSE Data Science, USN 1V23CD038, subject OOPS with Java, subject code BCS 306A, topic creating multi-level hierarchy in Java. Now let us know about brief in creating multi-level hierarchy in Java. In this slide we will see about the contents. First one, introduction to hierarchies in Java, designing a multi-level hierarchy in Java, detailed implementation example, real-world applications, testing and maintenance, advanced topics. Introduction to hierarchies in Java. Definition and importance. Understanding hierarchies. Definition of hierarchy in programming. Structure of class hierarchies in Java. Parent-child relationship between classes. Importance in software design. Encourages code reusability, simplifies maintenance and updates. Helps in organizing and structuring complex systems. Examples of hierarchies. Examples of java.lang.object as the root of all classes. Inheritance of array list from abstract class. Use of hierarchy in frameworks like Spring and Hibernate. Basic concepts. Classes and objects. Definition of a class is a blueprint creation and instantiation of objects. Differences between classes and objects. Second one, inheritance. Concept of base and derived classes. Syntax and semantics of extending classes. Advantages of using inheritance. Polymorphism. Overloading and overriding methods. Compile time versus runtime polymorphism. Benefits of polymorphism in code flexibility. Designing a multi-level hierarchy. Planning the hierarchy. Identifying requirements. Gather and user needs and business goals. Determine core functionalities and features. Identifying constraints and resource limitations. Defining levels. Establish top level hierarchy and main categories. Define sublevels for detailed categorization. Ensure logical progression between levels. Drawing UML diagrams. Create use case diagrams to dissipate system interactions. Develop class diagrams to show relationships. Generate sequence diagrams to illustrate process flow. Implementing the hierarchy. Base classes. Design foundational classes with common attributes. Implement general methods and properties. Ensure base classes are extendable. Derived classes. Inherit properties and methods from base classes. Add specialized attributes and methods. Override base class method as needed. Using interfaces. Define standard methods to be implemented. Ensure the consistency across different classes. Facilitate polymorphism and code flexibility. Best practices. Code reusability. Write modular and maintainable code. Utilize inheritance and interfaces effectively. Reduce redundancy through shared components. Encapsulation. Protect data by using access modifiers. Provide public methods for data manipulations. Promote modularity and reduce independency. Robust error handling. Implement try-catch blocks to manage exceptions. Provide meaningful errors. Ensure application stability under unforeseen conditions. Detailed implementation example. Creating base classes. Defining attributes. Specify essential attributes for the class. Determine data types and initial values. Add any class level constants. Writing base methods. Establish basic methods required for class functionality. Implement methods that provide common operations. Ensure methods are clear and reusable. Constructor logic. Define the purpose of constructor. Initialize object attributes within the constructor. Handle any input parameters and their validations. Creating derived classes. Extending base classes is also known as derived classes. Utilize inheritance to extend functionality. Ensure derived class incorporates basic class properties. Maintain and enhance encapsulation. Overriding methods. Implement method overriding for specialized behavior. Use the word super to reference the base class method. Ensure the consistency of the method signatures. Additional functionality. Introduce new methods to the specified derived classes. Ensure functionality and complements inherited methods. Handle exceptions and edge cases specific to the derived classes. Implementing interfaces. Defining interfaces. Describe the purpose and structure of the interface. List expected methods and properties within the interface. Ensure interface methods define clear contracts. Implementing interface methods. Create concrete implementation for each interface method. Ensure all the methods defined in the interface are implemented. Maintain the method signature consistency with the interface. Using multiple interfaces. Implement multiple interfaces within a class. Resolve any naming conflicts for method ambiguity. Ensure cohesive integration of all interface functionalities. Now let us see about the real world applications. Enterprise applications. Structural hierarchies. Introduction to organizational charts. Designing roles and responsibilities. Implementation of management layers. Employee management layer systems. Managing employee records, tracking performance and productivity. Streamlining payroll and benefits. Reporting modules. Generating analytical reports and customizable dashboard views. Integration with visualization tools. Game development. Game characters and NPCs. A character creation process, NPC scripting and behaviors, interaction and dialogue systems. Level designing, environment and map layout, implementing game mechanics, testing level balance and difficulty. AI hierarchies, designing AI decision trees, implementing pathfinding algorithms, balancing AI difficulty levels. Web development. MVC frameworks. Overview of model, view, control, pattern, benefits of using MVC in web development. Example of popular MVC frameworks. Component based design. Introduction to reusable components, implementing state and props. Example from modern front-end frameworks. Service layer hierarchies, defining service layers, separation of concerns, implementing service-oriented hierarchy architecture. Testing and maintenance. Test strategies. Unit testing, testing individual components in isolation. Ensuring each function performs as expected using frameworks like JUnit or NUnit. Integration testing, combining units and testing them together. Identifying interface defects between modules. Utilizing integration testing tools like JUnit and TestNG. System testing, verifying the complete and integrated software system, ensuring compliance with requirements. conducting functional and non-functional testing. Debugging technique is a most common in all programming languages, as we all know. Let us see what is debugging techniques in the Java. Using debuggers, setting breakpoints to the halt program execution, inspecting variables and memory during runtime, stepping through code to find errors, logging and monitoring, implementing log statements to track application flow, using logging tools like Log4j or ELK stack, monitoring application performance and error in production, analyzing stack traces, reading stack trace to identify the method where the exception occurred, understanding the sequence of method calls leading to the error, using tools like Sentry for automated tracking. Refactoring hierarchies, code smells, identifying signs of poor design or implementation. Example include long methods or large classes. Refactoring to remove code smells and improve readability. Refactoring techniques like extract method, rename variable, improving code structure without changing behavior, using automated refactory tools in IDEs like IntelliJ IDEA. A continuous improvement, incorporating feedback from code reviews, regularly updating and improving code base, establishing a culture of continuous improvement and learning. Now we will know about advanced topics in creating the multi-level hierarchy in Java. Generics in Java. Introduction to generics. Define and purpose of generics in Java. Type parameters and their syntax. Common use case such as collections. Benefits and limitations. Benefit type safety and code reusability and readability. Limitations type eraser and runtime information. Overview scenarios where generics may not be appropriate. Using generics with hierarchies, subtyping and bounded type parameters, wildcard extents and super working with generic classes and methods in hierarchies. Design patterns. Singleton pattern, ensuring class has only one instance, lazy versus eager initialization, use cases and common pitfalls. Factory pattern, creating objects without exposing the initialization logic, different type simple factory, method factory and abstract factory, benefits of encapsulating object creation. Performance optimization, profiling code, importance of profiling and identifying bottlenecks, tools and techniques, JProfiler, Visual VM and custom timers, analyzing profiling results to make informed optimization, memory management, understanding the Java memory model, heap, stack and garbage collection, best practices for memory usage, common memory related issues and how to troubleshoot them, optimizing algorithms, key principal times and space complexity techniques, caching efficient data structures and algorithm selection, evaluating and refining algorithm for better performance. Thank you for watching my video.